mannequins adorned with pubic hair to model panties in a store window display. While some decry this as a Bush League tactic, the controversy underscores how in contemporary American society, pubic hair has become an all-or-nothing affair. Contrary to what Home Depot commercials would have you believe, carpets are no longer in style. In a 2010 study of almost 2,500 US women, the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that only 12% of 18 to 24-year-olds have not removed any of their pubic hair. The modern sexual landscape is like flying a plane in Somalia. It's hard to find a good landing strip. Thank you. In November 2013, the journal Psychology of Women Quarterly found that up to 83% of US and Australian men have trimmed or completely removed their pubic hair at least once. The concept of hairy genitals is being snatched from us. Instead of merely maintaining our pubic hair, we as a society are instead shaving or waxing it all away, altering our daily routines as well as our values. Today, we'll examine the causes of this carpet bombing campaign, analyze its effects, and then weave together some solutions to what Ron Jeremy probably calls the destruction of the American wet dream. But first, like a number of my testicles that have razor burn right now, there are two principal causes: cultural pressure and perceived benefit. In regard to cultural pressure, we must understand that even 2 decades ago, porn films and mainstream artistic productions like the Vagina Monologues still portrayed the hair down there as totally pubulent. But today, the landscape has changed. In December 2011, The Atlantic pointed out the show Sex and the City was a flashpoint. In a 2000 trend-setting episode, the heroine Carrie Bradshaw felt invigorated after undergoing a then unorthodox procedure. What exactly was this procedure? Well, in 2011, domestic violence enthusiast Chris Brown described it as she waxed it all up. And just like Mr. Brown described, when Carrie Bradshaw, a character figure idealized by millions of Americans, underwent that procedure, Brazilian wax services began to pop up in spas across the country and stripped away people's inhibitions. Around the same time, fashion trends toward low-slung pants and more revealing underwear compelled men and women to start shaving and waxing rather than beating around the bush. Cultural attitudes have changed, and now that we understand them, we need to evaluate why this all-out assault on the Bush administration is leading to casualties. There are effects on 2 levels, on the personal and social level. On the personal level, our push for pubic hair removal is raising the risk for self-injury and hilariously bad mishaps. In 2011, the journal Urology pointed out that between 2002 and 2010, the number of pubic hair-related injuries raised 5-fold. 83% of the 11,704 genital grooming-related injuries during those 8 years stemmed from shaving. The injuries ranged from rash to slipping and falling on the razor to accidental self-circumcision. Or, in other words, an emo teenager's ideal night of relaxation. So many have come within a close shave of death or disfigurement. But, on the social level, this pubic hair removal has whipped out a public health hazard, the increased risk of disease transmission. The journal Sex Roles pointed out in December 2012 that after a fresh shave or wax, the genitalia is full of microscopic wounds, which increase the risk and create a perfect condition for bacterial growth. The article continued that this increases medical complications such as rash, contact dermatitis, risk of bacterial infection like MRSA, and the risk of viral infection like herpes. The health expert G. Bizzle told Urban Dictionary in an October 2003 submission that herpes are, quote, itchy, painful bumps on the genitalia which are contracted from hoe bags. Pubic hair removal is leading to personal and social danger. Now, it's time to put our shaved balls to the wall and find some solutions. These exist on both the personal and professional level. On the personal level, if you're thinking of shaving or waxing your pubic hair, don't. Instead of shaving, let's go back to styling. Electrical trimming is actually a cheaper and safer option. The previously cited article from the journal Urology noted that many times it can be seen that electric shaving plays almost no role in the genital grooming injuries. In fact, only 0.7% of all injuries could be traced back to this trend of trimming. But moreover, we have to see that for economically, this is also a very viable solution. But the most important fact that we're all thinking of is that trimming actually enhances our sex lives. Health sciences at Columbia University pointed out that pubic hair, no matter how little, traps pheromones, which invigorate sexual desires in others and makes them appear more attractive to ourselves. But the most important factor that we must all consider today is that with trimming, we reduce the risk of those microscopic wounds, and thus we have a reduced chance of contracting herpes and becoming a hoe bag. On the professional level, we have to understand that we need to boycott the clothing and beauty products that make us feel like uncivilized brutes if we don't remove all of our pubic hair. The Canadian Journal of Human Sexuality pointed out in 2010 that most contemporary young women under 30 feel that removing their pubic hair improves their cleanliness and their sexual experience. And that's why the average American woman will spend over $10,000 during her lifetime removing her pubic hair. American men will spend a comparable $7,000. There are quick and easy solutions to this. Instead of buying a $35 one-time wax or a $10 disposable razor, there are alternatives. Ladies, you can go on Amazon and find a Panasonic heated bikini shaper and trimmer for only $20. Why it's heated, I have no idea. I'm just letting you know it exists. Surprising, yeah. But men, there's reason for you to be concerned, because your pubic hair is the next target of the industry. Gillette is now launching a major marketing blitz featuring supermodel Kate Upton and the slogan, "Trees look taller when there's no undergrowth." What? If your dick's as big as a tree, who gives a shit about the undergrowth? And you have to realize, the previously cited journal in the Canadian Journal of Human Sexuality found that most men feel that removing their pubic hair enhances their sexiness and makes their penis appear larger. Right now, we see how this idea has been planted in our minds by corporate America. And there are solutions. For example, I actually grow out my pubic hair so that my gargantuan penis appears less threatening. There are solutions for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're about to buy a pair of jeans or a pair of underwear that will force you to groom your pubic hair in a way you don't want to, don't buy the clothes. Shoplift. Today, I fulfilled a boyhood dream by standing up here and reciting the dirtiest pubic hair jokes I know. After I got that out of my system, we analyzed the causes and effects of this push to remove our pubic hair. Then we braided together some effective solutions. So, although some may be concerned by American apparel and their muffin mannequins, I salute those plastic ladies, because unlike many of us, they have a courage to hold a party in their panties.